Now, the IDF is cracking down on inappropriate behavior from its troops. Israeli soldiers' online dance videos and controversial content have quickly gone viral. There are fears these videos may be undermining the government's attempts to use social media as a PR tool. RT's Paula Sleer investigates who is really responsible for damaging Israel's public image.
Offensive and damaging, or a bit of fun. A picture of an Israeli soldier with mud on his face titled Obama Style, posted on Facebook by none other than the head of the IDF social media unit.
Just as the government uses social media for explaining, for campaigning, for propaganda or for spinning, it also has to deal with private soldiers using new media. Every soldier is a broadcast station.
It looks innocent enough, but this soldier got 2 weeks in a military prison. While after posting these pictures on his Facebook profile, this infantry fighter was brought to book for abuse of power and misuse of army weaponry. These soldiers turned their patrol in Hebron into a dance move. It angered the IDF, but others felt they did a far better job of showing the human side of the army than any spin doctor ever could.
Under the military code of justice, there's an offence, and I think it's sergeant and above, which says that, in fact, any conduct which is unbecoming an IDF soldier would therefore potentially at least expose you to criminal liability. You could actually find yourself in jail.
But it's not always fun and games. Neither is it so clear-cut. The IDF told RT that the sniper who posted this image was dealt with appropriately.
It's the problem of free speech. I don't see how you can control it. I don't think that the dancing is abusing power. I do think that putting your sniper aim on an innocent person is an abusing of power, and I think this is the distinction that the army should do.
Gil Yogev was an officer with the paratroopers unit. He says he'd brief his soldiers regularly about what they could and could not post online. But many were careless or childishly unaware of the impact one clip could have.
You have to remember that the soldiers are 18-year-old kids. Eventually they're just kids. It's not misuse of power, because it's just, for them it's just fun. It's not shooting at the kid, it's not trying to kill the kid.
The irony is that the IDF itself puts so much emphasis on social networks, using them extensively to promote its actions. The IDF has taken its war to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and even Tumblr, turning its social media toolbox into the most globally visible arm of the Israeli Defense Force. It started during the Israeli-Gaza war at the end of 2008, but the IDF social media department flexed its online muscles during the flotilla incident a year and a half later, distributing regular video taken from an Israeli assault craft and tweeting in 16 languages. After the most recent Israel-Gaza war last November, the erstwhile embarrassed IDF social media guru boasted his unit had beaten the enemy. Sachar Dratwa claimed foreign media asked more questions about the IDF's Twitter activity than about the army's bombings in Gaza. But when ordinary soldiers start using the same platforms, all that positive public diplomacy threatens to be undermined, one click at a time. Paula Sleer, RT, Tel Aviv.